Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be walking through the top 10 Warzone classes after the most recent update. So I've made a multiplayer version if you guys are interested in going ahead and checking that video out. It's probably on my channel, probably the last two videos or so, or it might have even been posted on the same day. I might do a double upload today, post the top 10 multiplayer classes and also the top 10 Warzone classes. So yeah, whatever you guys want. Just go ahead and check out that video if you guys want some multiplayer classes, but this video here, it's focused on Warzone classes only. So in the most recent update, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of nerfs happened, a lot of buffs happened, and just a lot of stuff happened. So obviously this is the perfect time to make one of these videos because everyone is wondering what are the top 10 classes right now because so many things have changed. So I'm going to go ahead and run through it for you guys right now. First up, we've got the Kilo 141. Now in my opinion, this right here is going to be the new meta. So we've got the Mono Suppressor, the Prowler Barrel, VLK 3x optic. It's key, by the way, so you've got to have that optic on. The 60 mags and the Commando foregrip. So, as you guys know, the Growl has unfortunately been nerfed. Now, in my opinion, the Growl nerf is literally unnoticeable, by the way. So if you guys are wondering, the Growl is still OP. The nerf, it doesn't make sense. When they nerf stuff on this game, it literally feels exactly the same. You can still use the Growl just like before. But anyway, the Kilo 141. I really recommend you guys using this weapon. It is an absolute laser beam. You guys can shred people with at such far range of this thing. The VLK 3x optic, like I said, it's going to be key. Look at the range on the stats. Look at the accuracy in the bottom left. This thing is nuts. Next up, we got the FAL. Now, if you guys did not know, once again, this thing has had a buff, and basically they have increased the damage at short range. So if you are in a close combat gunfight with an enemy with this weapon, you guys are basically going to be able to one-shot to two-shot kill headshot them. So on multiplayer, you guys can one-shot kill people at close combat with a headshot, and in Warzone, it's a two-shot kill at close combat. So it's literally insane. I really recommend you guys giving this weapon a go. Once again, it's been buffed. The Growl's been nerfed. It's about time you guys start using something different. So, Mono Suppressor, Marksman Barrel, Commando foregrip, 30 mags, and the VLK 3x optic sight. Now, this optic sight, by the way, I swear it's magical. This optic sight is magical. I'm not going to explain too much about this optic sight, but just use it yourself. Just use it yourself. It's the best optic sight to use. Trust me, guys. Next up, we've got the Ram 7. Absolute beautiful weapon. Vicstar uses this weapon a lot, and this is actually Vicstar's class that I got off his video. I tried it out, and it works wonders. It is a beauty. Mono Suppressor, range barrel. We've got the tac laser, Commando foregrip, 50 round mags. Now, the only bad thing about this weapon, it's a really, really good weapon. The only disadvantage you're going to have is the fact it has 10 less bullets than most weapons. So, as you can see, the max amount of bullets you can get in this thing is 50. On other weapons such as the Growl and the M4A1, the M13, those like free weapons are going to be some of the most used weapons. And as you guys know, you can get 60 bullets in those weapons. So if you're in a gunfight against people with those weapons, if you don't hit your shots, there's a chance you might lose. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Other than that though, it is really, really good. But those people, literally, you have no idea how much 10 bullets can help you out. It could be the difference between life or death. So if you're going to use this weapon, I recommend you guys not exactly just spraying. Just make sure you hit your shots and make sure you watch your ammo count, because you might think you have more bullets because you're used to 60, but in matter of fact, you don't have that much. So next up, we've got the Odin. You guys know I love the Odin. If you follow my TikTok, you guys know I love the Odin. It's one of my favorite weapons on Warzone. It's a mount machine. It's just insane. We got the Colossal Suppressor, 810 barrel, tac laser, Commando, stipple grip tape. Now there's a variant called the Black ASP, which gives you really nice iron sights for this weapon. I believe you got it in the Season 3 Battle Pass quite early on. So if you guys check your variants, use the Black ASP variant because it makes the iron sights really, really clean, and it makes this weapon 10 times easier and better to use. So yeah, I really recommend you guys sticking on the Black ASP variant. But we've got the Colossal Suppressor, we've got the 810 barrel, tac laser, Commando, stipple grip tape. Now, this weapon only has 20 bullets, which is kind of a bad thing. But if you guys want to, you can swap out the stipple grip tape with extended mags. But in my opinion, I don't think it needs it. That might be a bit of a controversial opinion. But the reason I don't think you need it is because whenever I use the Odin, I usually combine it with the MP5 or the MP7. So I can use the Odin to get like a few shots into the enemy, or like most of the times obviously I will kill them, but if I can't kill them I can quickly swap to my MP5 and finish them off. So I don't think you need the extended mags. Instead, I recommend you guys using stipple grip tape because it increases the mobility on this weapon, and the mobility on the Odin is very, very slow. It's very, very bad. So you guys are going to need to have as much mobility as you possibly can on this weapon. So that is the best option in my opinion. Next up, we've got the new Growl, not the Growl, sorry. We've got the new Kalil. This is really, really good. So we've got the Mono Suppressor, the Zodiac Barrel, Corp Combat Holo Sight, Tac Laser, 45 mags. Now, this weapon is really, really nice. It's probably one of the best weapons right now. It's a new weapon, of course. You get it in the Battle Pass, so I'm pretty sure it's free as well. So even if you don't have the Battle Pass, I'm pretty sure you can still get it. But you got the Mono Suppressor, Zodiac Barrel, Tac Laser, Corp Combat Solo, Sight, and then the 45 round mag. So yeah, give this class setup a go, guys. It's really, really good. It's quite nice to use as well. A lot of you guys might not like this sight though, but in my opinion, this sight it just fits this weapon nice. I think it just suits it, and it just feels nice on this weapon. But if you guys want to, there's obviously a big variety of different sights you can use. Another nice sight you can use is going to be the Canted Hybrid sight, or the Cronin C480 Pro Optic sight. That's also very, very clean. Next up, the P90. The P90, in my opinion, is an absolute laser beam. You guys are going to want to start using this weapon. You can use it as a secondary, or you can use it as your main weapon. But trust me, this thing is a laser. When I say laser, I mean a laser. You guys are going to be shredding with people. And also, you get like 60 bullets, I think, as the base weapon, which is quite nice. Mono Suppressor, Forge Tac Retribution Barrel, Tac Laser, Stipple Grip Tape, Stipple Grip Tape. So 2 Stipple Grip Tapes on this, Tac Laser. The mobility on this thing's high, the fire rate's high, range is high, accuracy is high, control is high. So all the stats apart from the damage are high on this weapon, but it does not matter that the damage is low because the fire rate makes up for that. It's got an insanely fast fire rate and a really good accuracy, so you guys can literally melt people with this. Next up, the MP5. This thing actually got a buff. Yes, you heard me correctly. They meant to nerf it, but it got a buff. So basically, the 10mm round mags, they were meant to nerf it, but it turns out it's actually better than it was. So I don't know how they did this, but if you guys watch Exclusive Ace's video, then he will explain it for you, because he tested it out and it's actually better than it ever was. But yeah, Mono Suppressor, Ranger, Tac Laser, Sleight of Hand. This class is a class for your secondary. So if you're using a weapon, I wouldn't recommend you guys using this as your primary weapon. It's not good enough for a primary weapon because it's an SMG. The only primary that's good enough for an SMG primary is probably the MP7, but apart from that, I wouldn't use anything else. So this is a secondary weapon if you guys are curious. Next up though, we've got the M13. Absolute laser beam once again. Mono Suppressor, Marksman Barrel, Tac Laser, Commando, and a 60 mags. If you guys want more accuracy, you can take the Tac Laser off and stick on the VLK 3x optic sight, wherever it is. Where is it? There it is. This class right here is a laser beam class, but sometimes I like to take it off and stick on Tac Laser just because it increases the mobility, etc. And it is actually quite nice. The iron sights on this are quite nice as well, I think, but that's just my opinion. So this class is really, really juicy. It's good. Next up, we've got the Growl. Yes, that's correct, the Growl. It got nerfed, but it's still good. Now, this happens with a lot of weapons, just like the MP5. They nerf weapons, but for some reason, when they nerf weapons, I don't know what they do to it because it literally doesn't feel any different. Now, obviously, yes, I have done some testing, and it is different. The recoil is a little bit more drastic. You can notice a little bit of a difference. It kicks up a little bit more, etc, etc. The damage drop off is a little bit less as well, or higher, sorry. So at range, it's going to take a little bit more bullets to kill people. But that's really it. You can't really notice it. It still feels amazing. It's still one of the top weapons you can be using. So here it is. This class setup is literally unchanged from like before. Literally, there's no difference from what I would use on this class now to what I would use on it before. Now, this class is just ridiculous. Like, they say it's nerfed, but it doesn't feel any different to me, and a lot of people are saying that as well. Lastly, we've got the MP7, Mono Suppressor, Recon, Tac Laser, Merc, and 6 round mags. Now, this is the only SMG I would use as a primary, apart from the P90, actually, yeah. The P90 and this are probably the only two SMGs I would use as a primary weapon, just because of the fact that it doesn't have much recoil, and it can have insanely good range as well. You can kill people at really, really far distance with this weapon, just because of the fact that it has really fast fire rate and also good accuracy, so you guys are going to be able to get your shots on really easily, and you're going to be able to kill those people at really long distances super easily. So give this class up a go. But anyway, that has been it for today's video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. That's been it. So try these class setups out, guys. They're really good. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.